Kevin Lee, a.k.a. Mr. Kreate Leverage. Always creating leverage. Always remember Kreate with a K. I do not spell my Kreate with a C. I spell my Kreate with a K because my name is Kevin Lee, a.k.a. Mr. Kreate Leverage. And this is the Kreate Leverage Podcast, where financial literacy meets social issues, where social issues meets entertainment. And our ultimate goal is to uplift and inspire fallen humanity. Everyone knows how my podcast goes. I like to ask everyone, how is their mental health? But before that, we have to give a shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Foreign Exchange Lounge. They are the address is 200 Hoover Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada. They are open Tuesday through Saturday. Poetry, spoken words, jazz, fly player stuff. If you're not a fly player, you do not belong in the building. I also host my networking event there every Thursday, 7 to 9 o'clock. That is called the Kreate Leverage Community. And I would love for you to be involved. Entrepreneurs, professionals, content creators, and community leaders. Other sponsor is Creative Toys. Always remember Kreate with a K. We sell electronics, drones, RC products, remote control cars. We are online. You can Google createleverage.com. We will put the link in the description. Also, I want you guys to go out and support me by buying my book. The book is called From Prison to CEO: A Hustler's Guide to Starting Over. From Prison to CEO: A Hustler's Guide to Starting Over. It is a self-help book. It is a book that's going to get you off your ass and get you in the right direction. If you execute on the information, I did all of the work for you, or I did all of the hard work for you. All you have to do is execute on the information. Before I start, I want to ask the viewers and the listeners and my guests, how is their mental health? Everyone knows that mental health is a big, big issue in America. I'm going to start with myself. My mental health is excellent. I'm actually living a dream. When you see me, you see a dream come true, because I went from prison to a CEO, and I have a book that is called that, and it's A Hustler's Guide to Starting Over. Viewers and listeners, get in the comment section and let me know how your mental health is doing. I'm going to ask my guests how is their mental health even before I introduce them. Hannah, baby, how's your mental health?
Man, it's wonderful, man. I got a baby girl on the way. You know, I'm surrounded by some entrepreneurs who's pushing, man. So I really couldn't ask to be in a better position now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Motherfucker. You my brother?
Man, I'm good. I actually just had my first child on the 27th.
Let's go.
So it's a new feeling of energy, and also just being surrounded by like-minded people and people that hold you accountable to the things that you say that you want. So it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is my guest, Trey and Parker. They are in the insurance business, insurance brokerage, correct?
Yes,
and
sir.
they are with CTO Financing, and they are having a expo here in Las Vegas at the Aria, and it is called Builders Cup.
Correct.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, gentlemen. Anyone can start off first.
Correction, it's at the Rio.
Oh, what I say?
I think you said Aria.
Okay, Rio. Yeah. So we don't
We're
want
at the Rio, right?
It's at the Rio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rio. Yeah, so we basically we're based in Dallas, and we have annual conventions twice a year. And we at the Rio this year, man. We trying to bring everybody who's entrepreneur. That's how me and bro connected, you know. And we're just trying to connect the dots, really, all over the U.S. It ain't just Vegas. Wherever you at, we can connect dots. So that's the biggest mission for us, man.
Parker, what day is the event?
Registration is on Thursday.
The what? What's the day? Thursday. What?
Thursday is the 22nd, I believe.
Thursday the 22nd. Okay. I will make sure I put the information in the description.
It also lasts. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
It also lasts to the 25th.
It also lasts until the 25th.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And we'll make sure we put the times and the dates, the location. I want everyone to be involved. These brothers came all the way out here from Dallas, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I don't think they came out here to play. I'm pretty sure they have a wealth of information. I extended the hand to bring them on to the Kreate Leverage Podcast so we can drop a couple gems on the viewers and listeners. However, we want you guys to show up to the event and go and support the brothers.
For
go
sure.
network with the brothers. You guys know me. I'm all about networking. I'm all about collaboration. I don't care if you're in Texas, if you're in New York, if you're in Miami. If you're a go-getter, I want to know you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Let me let you guys know a little bit about what I do. My name is Kevin Lee, a.k.a. Mr. Kreate Leverage. Always remember Kreate with a K. I do not spell my Kreate with a C. I spell my Kreate with a K because my name is Kevin Lee. If you Google anything Kreate Leverage, always remember Kreate with a K, you will find me. I'm the owner of Creative Toys. Always remember Kreate with a K. We sell electronics, drones, RC products, remote control cars. You can Google us at kreateleverage.com. We are also on Amazon. I have a book called From Prison to CEO, A Hustler's Guide to Starting Over. You can go to my website at kreateleverage.com and purchase it. I also have a 360 photo booth. I'm ranked like number 2, number 3 in Las Vegas. I'm a photographer, videographer. I'm a DJ. I have a curriculum called the Kreate Leverage Curriculum, and it's tailored to aspiring entrepreneurs, people that aspire to be entrepreneurs, and it teaches them how to start their own corporation, what is the best state to incorporate in, legal structure, tax structure, product positioning, marketing, and how to write a business plan. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, holler at me. Got you.
Let's go.
Trey,
Yes, sir.
what can we expect from the event?
Oh man, let's just say you're gonna leave better than you came. You know what I mean? Just a lot of financial literacy. As my brother would say, 80% mental. You know, it's building character. You got people who's willing to pour into you. No gatekeepers, and we're talking high-end earners, multi-millionaires. These guys are not gatekeepers at all. They're literally ready for you to come pick their brains. So if you're entrepreneur, you fall in that lane. I suggest you be there. Cause you might not, you don't know who you might meet. You know what I mean? So for the most part, yeah, man, we pushing that narrative, man. We're trying to close the gap with financial literacy in our people for the most part.
Parker, whole life and term life insurance. Tell people what's the difference.
So term life is it's a simple difference. Term life is temporary insurance, and so you can get anywhere from 10 years to 25 years, depending on what carrier that you go with. Whole life is permanent insurance, and so the difference is, someone may ask, what would I get if I can get a 30-year term? Why would I get a permanent life insurance? Gotcha. Term is cheaper, right? It's gonna be more cost effective. However, your premium for how much coverage that you have is based on your age, your gender, and your health status. Gotcha. And so if you get permanent life insurance, your premium will be the same forever as long as you keep that policy. But on term, when it expires and it's time to renew, you're now 30 years older or however many years older, and so they reclassify you at your new age.
Gotcha. Trey.
Yes, sir.
Which insurance is the best instrument for wealth building?
I'm gonna say it's two options. You got IULs, Index Universal Whole Life Insurance, and then you have annuities. It just varies how much you want to put into it. You know what I mean? If you put more money into it, you'll probably have access quicker than someone who's, penny pinching and, not looking at it as if you're paying yourself versus a bill. So that's really those two things I would highly recommend them. They go and look into that themselves so they have clarity versus what we're telling them.
Gotcha. Parker, what is the main misconception of life insurance?
The main misconception of life insurance is that it's too early to get it or that it's too late. And then another, I'd say that might even be over the top of that is that life insurance is only for when you pass away.
Right.
It's also for wealth building. It's also a wealth building tool that many big names that everybody in the world is familiar of that is leveraging, something that the high class has been leveraging for a couple hundred years. And so our mission is to get it to the middle class so we can bridge that gap.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And you said you guys are where on Thursday? The registration is where?
Rio.
At the
Rio.
Rio between 12 and 9.
12 and 9?
12 noon to 9 p.m. at night. Yes, sir.
Okay. Insurance. How long you guys been in insurance?
Well, for me, this makes a solid year for me.
Solid year.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. You, my brother?
2 years. I found it a year after I was released from prison.
Gotcha. How long you been in prison?
7 years.
State affairs.
State.
State. What was your crime?
Aggravated robbery.
Aggravated robbery. Gotcha. So you say you did 7 years and you've been doing insurance for 2 years?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. How you like it?
Man, I would say it's I love it. First off, best decision I ever made in my life. Not only just because of the money that you can make, but the purpose behind it. Being able to sit down with people and help them secure their financial future just in case any type of chaos happens, and then also catching people up or getting them ahead on retirement.
Getting them ahead of retirement.
Yeah.
Sir.
Gotcha. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire, I see us having about 5 offices open. 5 offices ranked within our company. And I see having produced over 100 6 and 7 figure earners.
Gotcha. What is one thing, Trey, that you feel personally that people should know about life insurance?
Well, for me, like I'm gonna piggyback off what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Our people have to stop believing that it's only for death benefits. It's only for when you die. It's not. They're literally strategies that the wealth has been hiding. It's not publicized for a reason. You know what I mean? So that's where we come in at. We want to bring it to our people, like he said, close the gap, because it starts there. If we're able to give it to our kids at a young age, it'll kill all the years of mental, to making yourself believe you love your job when really you don't. You know what I mean? And take it from me, I've dealt with it. So this will be my first road of entrepreneur versus, I was always W-2. So. Yeah, I want people to understand that it's a strategy. It's a wealth strategy, literally, and it gets no better than that. Like, you just have to know. You have to know insights, and you have to be willing to invest enough money.
Gotcha. And so, whole life you can borrow against it, correct?
So just to be clear, whole life is a blanket. Whole life is a blanket. There is a permanent. A vehicle that only covers you, and then there's the index universal life insurance policy, which is the investment vehicle. Both build cash value. The regular coverage policy is only going to produce you so much growth, but the index universal life, return rates get as high as 11.8 right now. North Americans average 11.8. Within their indexing growth spectrum. So, but yes, to answer your question, yes, one grows more than the other.
Builder Cup, is there a avenue that they will allow you to purchase a share in the company with you having the insurance policy through them? Because I'm with Whole Life. I'm with New York Life. I'm with New York Life, and New York Life gives you the option to buy a stock within the company that will issue you out a dividend as a shareholder at the end of the year. Do you guys offer that same opportunity?
I know that stocks are available. I don't know the ins and outs of it in terms of the company that we're actually the umbrella that we're actually under, and so I can do some research on that part and give you some more information. But I know that I know there's opportunities to do that. Right. But how it works, I'm not real sure.
Gotcha. If I was to ask you, Trey, what does Kreate Leverage mean to you? What would your answer be?
Creating leverage? Using the vehicle for, a lot of people. So we have entrepreneurs in the world, right? And any entrepreneur, if you can leverage an IUL, you can leverage these policies for your business. This doesn't necessarily, take from you. And that's where I think there's a misconception. You know what I mean? Like, long as if you're willing to understand that in depths of the policy and knowing that you can borrow against, the more money you would want to invest in. And then, like I said, it'll just benefit your business more. You can borrow money from yourself tax free, right. And really tax exemption, because we're really not supposed to say that. Again, this type of information is hidden for a reason. You know what I mean? So for the most part, yeah.
And you definitely got to be careful with the words that you use, the terms that you use, because some terms that you use can draw the line between legal and illegal. Right. Meaning that shit that get your ass in jail, shit that's actually legal. Right. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Can I add to the leverage? I was creating leverage. Okay. Okay. I was going to let you do your thing. But I have an example more so than anything. There's a lady in our agency, shout out Janine. She had a client, helped a client into an annuity. The client had an 8-year-old son. She drew up an IUL for the 8-year-old son. The client's putting in $1,000 a month. When the child is 18, $40,000 will be paid to the child for him to either go to college or start a business, whichever so he chooses. When he's 23, $326,000 is going to be paid out to him for him to buy himself a house. And then when he's 65, he'll get paid over $320,000 per year until for the rest of his life. And so that's an example of creating leverage. This gentleman pretty much paved the way for his son, and so now all his job is to instill responsibility, balance, and actually how to manage these things and stay on top of it so that it will last them.
Got you. So my create leverage, and that's create with the K. Create means to bring into existence. Create means to bring into existence, because when you create something, you bring it into existence.
Right.
Leverage has a few different meanings. I'm using it in all of them, but I'm primarily using it in the context of the power to influence, because I want to influence people that if I can do it, then you can do it.
Right.
I'm like an open book. I don't hide the fact that I was in prison twice.
Right.
I did 5 years in California State. I did 8 years in the feds. I've been out 5 years
Right.
in 2 months. Humbly speaking, I've accomplished a nice amount of quote unquote success due to with the fact that I started with nothing,
Right.
and then I started with a whole new life. I did all of this legally. I didn't do
Yeah.
it by myself. I'm not self-made.
Right.
You would never, ever, 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 ever in life hear me say that I'm self-made.
Right.
I am not self-made. It is so many people that I wouldn't necessarily say took a sacrifice,
Yeah.
but it's so many people that helped me get to where I'm at today, and they are shareholders in the Create Leverage enterprise. And I always remember Create with a K. That's what Create Leverage means to me.
Yes, sir.
I always ask that, and I always want to network and help other people.
Right.
Not necessarily, I'm talking about people, period.
Yeah.
Because when I say like a part of my premises is I have to do what I have to do to put me and my people in a better position in the system. I always have to clarify that when I'm saying my people, I'm not just talking about black people.
Right, right.
I'm talking about black people, but I'm talking about all people.
Right.
Everybody that's trying to create leverage, everybody's trying to be happy, raise their family, do the right thing in life. Slavery is over.
Yeah.
The Jim Crow is over, so we don't have to draw the line between us and other nationalities.
Yeah.
To me, it's only one race, and that's the human race.
Right.
It's just humans separate each other and draw the line in the sand.
Right.
With, you know, who you with or who you not with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, we say it all the time at the firm, man. The only color we care about is green.
Yep. That's it.
That's it, man.
Word is bond. Word is bond.
Yes, sir.
Got your first child.
Yeah.
First child, and you got yours.
Oh man, this would make my fourth.
You type of shit. I got another one.
Hey, yeah, man. This would be my first daughter though,
What?
which is major. So
Ooh,
yeah, man.
baby girl.
I was told baby girls shift for man, so
Yeah.
you know that door is open. I'm ready.
Yeah, so when I had my daughter, which is my only child, it was a shift for me.
Yeah,
I started to think different. I started to look at women different.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a girl definitely did that to me.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm ready for it.
Ready for it.
Ready for it,
Baby
man.
girl?
Yeah.
Ooh,
And,
hey.
and I got a fiance, you know what I'm saying? So it's closing. The deal is sealed.
I can dig it. I can
Yes,
dig it.
sir.
And you say yours is coming when?
Mine came on the 27th of December.
December.
Yes,
so
sir.
she's a Capricorn.
But it's a boy.
It's
Yeah.
a boy.
Yeah,
He's a boy. Yeah, definitely get that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a Capricorn, though.
Definitely a Capricorn.
Big time.
What's his name?
Noel.
Noel.
King Terry.
Noel King Terry.
Yeah, man.
10 pounds, 1 ounce, 22 inches.
Woo! Solid. I'm talking about solid. Yeah, he ready for the linebacker.
Yeah. So if you can create a course in life, and at the end of the course, what will his profession be?
For me, that's a difficult question.
Mhm.
And the reason why is because in high school I was an athlete, but I also do music.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from a line of pastors. My dad is a pastor, my uncles are pastors, my granddad was a pastor. And they had this stencil of what they wanted, I feel like, what they wanted my life to be. And at a young age, you know, we were required to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so, but that wasn't what I wanted. And I felt a distance between, you know, me and that part of my family, because I didn't choose that route.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, you know, they didn't agree with the kind of music I was putting out.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't agree with how I carried myself. They didn't agree with the tattoos. They didn't agree with the dreads. At the time I had dreads. They didn't agree with any of that. And so for me, it kind of fueled me to go really in the opposite direction. Like anything over here, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not doing this. Cause it created a sense of rebellion inside of me. And so for me to say what I would want his career to be, honestly, I would want his career to be anything that would provide a way for him and a family, to where he ain't in his 20s in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? and something that he genuinely loves to do. Whether that's playing the violin or coming off the defensive line, you know, whatever it is. So, but I mean, obviously, I would have my opinion if it was something that I couldn't relate to, you know. But at the end of the day, I know how I felt. You know what I'm saying, and I know what direction it sent me in.
Brother Trey.
Yes, sir.
What do you think parents should teach their children about money that they don't teach the children in school?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to say save. Because first thing kids want to do is buy some candy, go get a toy or something. You know, I really play Monopoly with them a little bit more because, you know, you didn't understand the game of Monopoly till you got to the age to look at the board like, man, this is life. You know what I mean? So I would definitely implement that in the everyday cause, which I do now. You know what I'm saying? With my boys, my kings, you know what I'm saying? So for the most part, I would start them with the saving matter. Like, especially because they're kids. It's like you get money from me. You get money from your mama. You get money from so many people. If you save, you know, they're going to get you the main thing. You hungry, you're going to eat, for sure. Without having to spend your own money, just save. Every money you get from every little cousin, auntie, whatever the case may be, just save it. You look up and have overload. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. Big sister, you sharing anything?
I can't let that question slide without me saying something.
Yeah.
My answer to your question is everything.
Yeah.
The schools do not teach us children, nobody, anything about finances. They don't teach us about trust. They don't teach us about credit. They don't teach us about banking. They don't teach us about stocks. They don't teach us about insurance. They don't teach us about nothing. So my answer to that is everything. When it comes to financial literacy, the school systems absolutely suck. They're horrible.
I second that.
Yeah, that's
For
a fact.
sure.
In this big economy, right? I don't know if you guys are politically inclined with Jerome Powell and the President of the United States. I always talk about these two gentlemen because these two gentlemen have a great impact on the purchasing power of our dollar, right? Jerome Powell is the chairman of the Federal Reserve. He is in charge of interest rates, inflation, deflation, and stabilizing the economy, right?
Right.
Trump, which is the commander-in-chief, he is in charge of whatever he's in charge with, right?
Right.
However, he's more inclined to sway towards power,
Right.
making deals, and pushing his own agenda, right?
Right.
However, I learned in life that I can't get mad at either one of them because both of them are trying to do what they have to do to put them and their people in a better position in the system.
Right.
They are basically trying to create leverage themselves, right? With the two factors that I just spoke about, what advice do you give people to put themselves in position, whether whoever's in the office?
Right. Well, for me, I would say entrepreneur route. You know, a lot of people are afraid to take that route because it's not quick cash. So for me, definitely would want you to pursue something or even just partnership with a system that you know will work. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of systems out here that can be researched and you can go and find it. But the thing of it is if you have a why that's powerful, how you're going to get there shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people yeah.
Pause. Look at the camera.
Okay, listen. If the why is powerful, how you get there doesn't matter. It shouldn't. You shouldn't be picky about what you want to do if you're saying you want this out of life and the why that comes with it. So for the most part, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Do you remember the question, my man?
Run it
I
back.
do. How can
people position themselves in the system, no matter who's in office?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna always promote my industry in the realm that
Yeah.
I'm in. Life insurance brokerage firm, 1099.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in control of my own income.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in control of my own time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that walks the face of this earth is my niche market.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody who is in office is going to change my income, and anybody who has coached me. I have several coaches in the business right now that have been in 6, 10, 15 years. And as you know, 15 years, there's 3 different terms.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially 2 to 3 different presidents.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been millionaires through all of them.
Yeah, that part.
So the laws, all of that, the presidents themselves have IULs and annuities.
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to always promote that, but also, obviously, entrepreneurship. Going into business for yourself and figuring out what the people need.
Yeah.
What the people need. You can go for what they want, but what they want will always change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They'll want something for maybe a couple minutes, a couple months, a couple years, a couple decades.
Mhm.
But there'll be a time where a want will no longer become a want or a desire, but a need is always going to be a need.
Facts.
What's the first wealth move that you think a person graduating high school should make, Trey?
Mm.
And this is just opinionated.
Yeah, I'm finna say, because I'm going to seem biased saying this. I wouldn't recommend nobody to go to college.
Okay.
Like, and that's where it's from the mentorship. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, I have a mentor who has his master's and will give you his if you want it so badly. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't recommend people to go to college and waste no years if you're wanting to be a boss, a CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're fine with being somebody's pet, you know, being their top pet, doesn't matter, you're their pet, then so be it. But if you want to be a CEO, then, you know, you're going to have to go your own route. That's the only way I can look at it, bro. It's our mentorship. They're hard body, man. So it's kind of, you feel me? It's hard to be soft on them, bro. You don't go to college. Don't go waste no years if you want to be a boss. Just saying.
So college wasn't for me. However, you know, just to, you know, if you want to go,
Yeah.
go. No, because if you look at the world, everybody put on this earth for something.
Right.
I'm sorry to tell you, some people are meant to be cashiers. They won't be good at anything else. There are people put at the front of the Walmart to greet people and make people day.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I kind of had a different approach to the answer. The first thing I would...
Hold that thought.
Gotcha.
We got to pay the bills.
Let's get...
Did you hear about the hidden gems inside this mall? Come on in, let me show you. Welcome to Creative Toys, where you will find creative toys that will entertain your kids for hours. Come check us out at the Meadows Mall.
Kevin Lee, a.k.a. Mr. Kreate Leverage, here at the Foreign Exchange Lounge, 200 Hoover Avenue. Let me give you a small tour. Let's go.
Say broke, forget being broke, forget being broke. I say create, y'all say leverage, create, leverage, create, leverage. Now I say forget being, y'all say broke, forget being broke, forget being broke. Leverage, 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 leverage.
Right back at you. Okay, boss man. Finish what you were saying.
The question was, if someone graduates,
What is the wealth information that you would give them, a person that's graduating freshman out of high school?
graduating out of high school, what I would encourage them to do is, if their parents haven't already done it,
Mm-hmm.
to get an IUL.
Mm-hmm.
I will, my son is 17 days old, or now he's like 20 some days old, and he has an IUL.
Gotcha. Me personally, right? If a person is graduating high school, right, and they don't have a sense of direction,
Right.
one, I would encourage them to go to the service if they don't have a a sense of direction, and let me tell you why. The service will give them amount of time to figure out what they really want to do in life.
Right.
Not only that, when they get out of the service, all of the benefits that they will have.
Yeah.
One. Two, if business, right? If I believe in, because I know how much business, I know how much being financially literate help me in business, right? I wouldn't be able to be in this position if I wasn't financially literate. I can have all of the hustle in the world, but with me being financially literate, it gave me a different competitive advantage over whoever my competitors were.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you fresh out of high school, and one, you can't figure it out, I do encourage the service. Two, I do encourage college to get, so you can understand the language.
Yeah.
So you can understand the language. Yeah, you can go to the insurance business, which I encourage that as well, so that you can understand the language of finances, understand the language of business. So I encourage that as well.
Yeah.
However, I will encourage, if you can't figure it out, go to the service. One, these are just options. Two, yes, go to college. I'm speaking in the form of if you want to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Go to college so that you can understand the language of business. Because even when I was a hustler, I didn't necessarily understand the language of business of corporate America. Now,
Right.
I possibly understood the language of business of being a hustler, knowing the difference between a product or a service, knowing how to market, knowing how to strategize, knowing how to provide customer service. I might have knew that, but as far as understanding the language
Right.
of business, inflation, deflation, interest rates, the qualifications that a bank is looking for, I wouldn't have known that unless I was financially literate. So,
Right.
you know, just a little food for thought when it comes to, wealth and, giving information to the youth, because this podcast is called the Kreate Leverage Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the premises of the podcast is when financial literacy meets social issues, when social issues meets entertainment, and our ultimate goal is to uplift and inspire fallen humanity.
Right.
Fallen humanity is anyone that has fallen from the good grace of humanity.
Right.
Whether you went to jail, whether you're addicted to drugs,
Right.
whether alcoholism, domestic violence, molested as a kid, so on and so forth. Those are fallen humanity. That's fallen humanity that I'm trying to reach, and that's fallen humanity that I am trying to inspire.
Yeah, I feel that.
Cool. So, Builder Cup,
Yes, sir.
Las Vegas, Nevada, in the building. The what hotel?
The Rio.
The Rio. You guys got guest speakers up there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we
sir.
got Landon Donovan
Mhm.
from Team USA Soccer. He holds the record for the most goals for Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
Shantae Lowe, she's an Olympic Gold Medalist from the high jump and the 400,
Mhm.
the 400 meters.
Mhm.
And also Gene Chapman, author of The 5 Love Languages, is
Mm-hmm.
going to be there as well. So
Okay. Got some nice, powerful hittles up in there.
yeah, and
Yes,
then
sir.
of course all of the 6 and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
7-figure earners that's within the company.
Right.
Gonna be,
Who's the founder of the company?
Patrick Bet David,
Patrick Big Davis.
Bet B-E-T
Bet
Davis.
Yeah.
Also founder of Valuetainment.
What's that?
Valuetainment is not only a company, but it's also a podcast as well.
Okay.
If you, I guarantee if you've seen this, if I showed you his face, it's probably somebody that you scrolled past before.
Yeah.
What you said it was?
Patrick Bet David.
Got you.
He's had Donald Trump, Charleston White, all these people on his
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Charleston White.
Because you know where they go when you hear that name.
When I saw it, I was like, dang, I like that.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
that.
It let me know.
Super diverse.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't like Charleston White at first.
Yeah, nobody
Neither.
did.
I
Kind of grow on me.
yeah.
He had to grow on everybody.
It's like certain things,
Yeah.
certain areas.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that once I understood him, I understood him.
Yeah.
I believe that some of the rhetoric that he does
Yeah.
do, he had to do that to get our attention.
Yeah.
Niggas don't want to hear no nice ass shit. They want to pass that
Facts,
shit. They want
facts.
some shit with a little bit of edge on it. And the cold part about it is, the motherfucker is in his own lane.
Facts.
I don't see nobody
Facts.
in his lane that does what he do.
Hey, that's my home city too. He's from my home city for real.
So don't tell me don't tell me he from. Is he from Dallas?
Fort Worth.
He from Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
Fort
Texas.
Worth.
Yes,
Fort
sir.
Worth, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Charleston
Which
White.
is crazy. I'm telling you, it's just crazy, bro. Because like I said, half of he say some valid shit, but excuse my language. He say some valid stuff, but for the most part, the ignorance, a lot of people don't agree. I still don't agree with it.
Take the meat, lead the bone.
Yeah.
You can't have Charleston White without the rhetoric.
Yeah,
you know what I
facts.
mean?
A little
Facts.
bit of chaos.
Yeah. That's how he got where he at.
So he got where he at.
Yeah.
He had to do what he had to do to create leverage in the system to put him and his people in a better position in the system.
100%.
100%.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, man. Generational wealth, right?
Yes, sir.
What does generational wealth mean to Trey?
Man, it's powerful, man. Reason why it's powerful because there is no matriarch. There's not a person in my family that's a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no generational wealth.
Mm.
And so it's powerful for me because I'll be the foundation of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the reason why the world remember our name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's powerful for me because my kids are falling behind me. And I don't want them to endure none of what I've endured. You spoke on molestation just a second ago, stuff I've dealt with as a child. So, I guess it just comes, that's like my fuel. You know what I'm saying? Everything I endure, whether it was that, not being able to get what I want, not being able to be in as a kid, you're not thinking about the neighborhood you in, but when you're an adult, you're thinking like, hey, I don't want my kids to grow up here. You know what I mean? So that's super powerful for me. I want to be able to control everything I don't want to happen or I want to happen. You know what I'm saying? So super important to me.
Parker. You know I was coming to. What does generational wealth mean to Brother Parker?
Financial freedom and security that stretches down to my great grandkids
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Something that can be passed on, something that lasts decades.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my definition, and not only financially, but principles as well, morals and principles and a way of life, respect, and understanding how respect actually operates, and all of that. I feel like generation, because wealth to me is not just money.
Yeah.
It's a happiness. It's an energy, and so that with that energy stretching a few generations down, I think you did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. Sure.
Generational wealth means to me, right, to sum it up, Sam Walton, the founder of Sam's Club and Walmart, I always refer back to him because that is a target that I'm trying to hit. If you are shooting and you are shooting aimlessly, then you're shooting aimlessly. Me, I have a target that I'm trying to hit. I don't know what Sam Walton had to do to get his wealth, for him to be dead, unalive for I don't know how many years he's been unalive. However, every city that you go to, you're going to see a Walmart and you're going to see a Sam's Club not too far from that.
Yes,
There's
sir.
many forms of generational wealth. However, I correlate my target that I'm trying to hit to Sam Walton. Sam Walton, his daughter, is one of the richest women, is the richest woman in America.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So that's how I sum up generational wealth, by Sam Walton's daughter, which is the richest woman in America.
Yeah. Powerful.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Word is bond.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. So you guys are in Las Vegas
Yes, sir.
to attend, promote, to bring value, to get people in attendance
Yes, sir.
to the Builder Cup.
Yes, sir.
What hotel?
Rio.
Rio.
12 p.m. to 9.
12 p.m. to 9.
I would love to see you there.
Thursday
Thursday, yes, sir.
is registration.
Yes, sir.
The 22nd through, what's up?
So 21st through the 25th.
21st through the 25th.
Yes, sir.
Rio. Is there a specific ballroom that they should look for?
If they just meet us in the lobby,
Yeah.
we'll take them to registration, and there's going to be signs everywhere that point you in the right direction.
Yep.
Okay. Cool, man. An off-topic question. If you can have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? Parker, we're gonna start with you since we always start with Trey.
Good, give me time to think.
If I can have dinner with anybody,
Yes, sir. Dead or alive.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Okay. Why?
Number one, favorite basketball player of all time. I'm willing to argue with anybody.
Anybody. Straight up.
Number two, just the silent impact that he's had in our black community.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a school, an academy,
Mm-hmm.
that has a GED program for the parents who never got an education.
Mm-hmm.
He's got money in the black empowerment movement
Mm-hmm.
that involves black-owned businesses and things like that. There's a lot of things behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and is super, super humble about it. It's not is a reason why a lot of people don't know it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it's not for the recognition. It's for healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's for healing and growth.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty much why. And like he's 40, 41, 42?
No, I think he just turned 40.
40.
Mm-hmm.
Leading the league, put $1 million in his body per year.
Yeah.
And he brought all
this
his
part is argument part. Go ahead.
and he brought all his homies from the hood and put them on, actually educated them on how to
Fuck
run their
yeah.
own business.
Hell yeah, that's
So,
some fly shit, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, man.
And he
Drop the
made
mic
him,
on that one.
and he made him work though. It's not like you ain't finna ride the ride. He put Rich Paul on. He put his
Yeah.
management on. He put his
Hell
photographers on.
yeah.
Everybody,
Fuck
bodyguards and
yeah,
everybody.
Man.
So
They created leverage in the
Yeah.
system,
Yeah,
man.
he did that.
Nigga did that, huh?
I did that.
Mama.
Yeah.
Trying to do that to my folks.
We doing it.
and his son's in the league.
Get that part. Same team.
Same team.
Yeah, man.
Better drafting.
Yeah.
Type
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Trey.
For me, and it might seem cliche, but I'm gonna go with the founder of our company, Patrick B. This guy is wired different, man. When you hear him talk, I would advise you to go research what we talking about off the record. But when you see how his brain is wired and how he thinks, I want to pick it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got questions.
For sure,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? It's a muscle. His brain is truly his strongest muscle, man. You know what I mean? So I definitely would want to sit down with him and just go the distance. For
I can
real.
dig it, man. I can dig it.
Yes,
I can dig
sir.
it because that information is a commodity that who knows the value of it
Man.
if you execute on it.
Right.
Like if he give you that information and then you execute on that information, use your creativity. So I have a thing that I try to do, right? I try to like for example, I have a sales guy that work for Kreate Leverage Enterprise, which is my business. You know what I mean? I say that I don't like to call the people that work for Kreate Leverage Enterprise my employees.
Right.
I just don't. You know what I mean? I look at them as partners.
Right.
Yes, I am the owner of the company, and I do have a fiduciary duty for the company. However, we're all partners. I cannot do it without you.
Right.
I cannot do it without your participation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If I can have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Damn, that's a damn good question.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to go somewhere where the money at. You know what I mean? I want to say Tupac or Nipsey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go where the money at. I would have to go, Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might even go with Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people don't like Trump. That's neither here or there.
Right.
I look at the body of work of how he got to where he's at
Right.
today. You know what I mean? Because I look at position as aiming for power.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because power controls policy.
Right.
Power controls law,
Right.
right? Only people in power deal with policy. Only
Right.
people with power deal with law. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I would have to say Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, somebody that's got that bread,
Mhm.
somebody that has power. Like you said, I want to pick their brain.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to know what competitive advantage in the marketplace that got them to where they are at today. Like for example, my competitive advantage is I'm an executor.
Right.
I'm an executor, and sometimes me being an executor, I made a lot of mistakes because I don't properly prepare.
Right.
I'd be like, what? I'll meet you at the bar. Hey, player.
Yeah.
You said you doing what?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta get y'all to the podcast.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta come to the. I met these gentlemen today at the mall.
Today.
I don't even think it was 4 hours ago. I don't even think it was 4 hours ago. They was like, man, I'm up here. I'm doing the wealth building at the Aria.
Yeah. No, Rio.
The Rio, y'all. I don't
Yes,
know why I
sir.
keep saying at the Rio. You know what I mean? This. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, y'all need to come to the podcast studio then.
Yeah, we with it.
Well, what y'all waiting for, man? It's right down the street, man. Man, I'll get up out of here, man. Well, man, I gave my brother, I gave him the phone, let him do his thing on my my story, talk to the people,
Yes, sir.
introduce them to, because when I
Yes,
say,
sir.
when I say what I say, I really mean what I say. When I say I want to do what I have to do to put me and my people in a better position in the
100%.
system. And I said it, my people is anybody that's trying to get it.
Yeah.
Anybody that's trying to live life, raise their kids. Anybody
Right.
that's trying to get some money. Small business owners.
Yep.
Them is my people. So when I met y'all, I'm like, what? Y'all
Yeah.
doing what?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Y'all gotta come to the pub. We gotta get this on wax,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
We gotta
get it
this
on wax for sure, for sure. And we here immediately.
Yeah, and y'all showed up.
Yes, sir.
So this is history, man. And
For
I don't want
sure.
to let this be the end of our relationship when y'all go back. I want to follow each other on
Yeah.
social media because that's the easy
100%.
way for us to always. I want to get you guys' contact.
Yes, sir.
You guys got boots on the ground in Las Vegas. Y'all call me, hey man, go. I need for you to go check up over there. What
Yeah.
this is that? Hey man, hey man, what's the property value up? And man, I'm trying to put
Yeah.
some money somewhere, man.
Yeah.
Go see what's going on, man.
Locked in, yeah, for sure.
Word is bond, man. So, you know,
And we'll be back in August too
Yeah.
got back in August.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
at the MGM.
At the MGM.
That's a, you don't want to miss that one.
That's probably that event's probably going to be 2 times what this event is.
Yeah.
Okay. You said when?
August. I don't know the exact dates yet.
Okay.
They'll give us that in here in a couple months. But
Yeah. Y'all gotta let me know, man, so we
Thanks.
can run a whole. And I'm coming up there to see y'all.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I'm coming through. I'm coming
Yes,
through one of them
sir.
days. I'm
Yes,
coming back,
sir.
but I gotta come. Do I gotta
Yeah, come Thursday to register.
Come register?
And you can come whenever you want to after
Okay.
that.
So let the people know on Thursday for sure. You gotta come register.
On Thursday, if you plan on attending, you need to come Thursday between 12 noon to 9 p.m. Register, get your name. You don't have to stay for the event on Thursday. You can just pick from Thursday to Sunday which day you want to take off and come see us.
and first come, first serve. We got 44 tickets left.
Yep.
Okay.
So you better get on it.
I host a networking event on Thursday
Right.
from 7 to 9. Foreign Exchange Lounge is right around the corner from the Strip, so right around the corner from you guys.
Right.
It's entrepreneurs, professionals, content creators, and community leaders. I would love to invite you guys out. I would love for you guys to come and see what it is that I and the community is building.
Right.
I don't like to say that it's my community. I like to say that it's our community.
Thanks.
I'm just a founder and a visionary of the community.
Yeah.
However, it is our community, and the objective of the community is I want to do what I have to do to put me and my people in a better position in the system.
100%.
Why do I want to do that? Because that's what the politicians do.
Yeah.
They do what they have to do to get in position. Once they get in position, they put them and their people in a better position. Same thing I want to do.
Right.
It's cool when they do it. It's
Yeah.
a problem when I do it.
There we go.
Word
I
up,
like it.
man. So yeah, man. Give people tell people where they can come, and first tell people you got a social media handle so they can follow you guys. If they ever need your products or services, they know how to contact you guys. So let's start with Parker first.
Instagram, the only Parker Terry. The only Parker Terry, and then Facebook, Parker Terry. Yeah.
And for me, Trey Sean Brown on both platforms. TRESHAWN and then Brown on both platforms. You'll find me. You see this face.
Okay.
100%.
100%. Tell them where they can go, register, the dates, the time, because that's what we're here for. We're here promoting the Builder Cup
Yes, sir.
and all that it has to offer. The free information that they are going to give us up
Yes.
there. So go ahead, man.
Hey, again, 12 noon to 9 Thursday. Come register, and you pick the day you want between Thursday and Sunday. It's ultimately up to you.
But you have to register on Thursday. If you don't register on
Have to.
Thursday and get your credentials, you ain't be able to get into nothing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
100%.
So yeah, My name is Kevin Lee, aka Mr. Kreate Leverage. I am the founder of Kreate Leverage Enterprise. Always remember Kreate with a K. Under that, we have Creative Toys. Always remember Kreate with a K. We sell electronics, drones, RC products, remote control cars. If you want to go to our website and buy something for yourself, for your loved one, you can Google Creative Toys. Always remember Kreate with a K. I'm an author of a book called From Prison to CEO, A Hustler's Guide to Starting Over. It is a self-help book. It is a book to inspire you. It is a book to give you some motivation, to encourage you to get off your ass. And if you follow and execute on the information, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to get that bread. If not, if you buy the book and execute on the information, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to get that money.
Let's go.
Or I will give you your money back.
Yeah.
If you bought the book and executed and you didn't get that bread,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you your money back, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm guaranteeing my product. So
Let's
you can
go.
you can Google Creative Toys, you can Google createleverage.com. Always remember Kreate with a K. I'm a DJ, Las Vegas, Nevada. I do travel. I am a photographer and a videographer. So if you need pictures, you need editing, I do all that. I have a podcast and a podcast studio. We are in the Kreate Leverage Podcast studio.
We in here.
Super nice as well, man.
Yes,
Super
sir.
nice.
I have a curriculum that I teach to aspiring entrepreneurs, and it is called the Kreate Leverage Curriculum. Always remember Kreate with a K. It teaches them how to start their own corporation, what is the best state to incorporate in, legal structure, tax structure, product positioning, marketing, and how to write a business plan. Those are the essential tools that an aspiring entrepreneur is going to need to know. They're going to need to know how to start their own corporation, even though they can outsource it. Why outsource it when you can I can just teach you it within the curriculum. What is the best state to incorporate in? You need to know what is the best state to incorporate in. You don't want to incorporate in every state. Legal structure, you need to know the legal structure. You need to know your tax structure. Product positioning, how are you going to position yourself in the marketplace so hopefully you have a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Marketing, and how to write a business plan. Those are the essential tools that you're going to need if you are an aspiring entrepreneur. You can Google createleverage.education. Always remember Kreate with a K. Make sure that you guys go out and support our sponsors. Foreign Exchange Lounge, 200 Hoover Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada. And make sure you go out and support our other sponsor, Kreate Leverage Enterprise, the whole Kreate Leverage Enterprise. Go to one of our websites, buy something. It doesn't matter what it is, and I greatly appreciate you. Until next time, if you see me out there, just salute me.
Let's go. Let's go.